all right. I know y'all seen that Super Bowl last night. I ain't even going to sit here and beat around the bush. The Eagles put belt to ass last night, man. Yes, sir. I ain't even an Eagles fan, but go Birds. You know, go Birds. Look, man. Not going to sit here and say everybody in America was rooting against the Chiefs, but 31 other teams were rooting against the Chiefs. We just going to go ahead and get that one out the way. If y'all don't know, this is Nick Wright, Wilds, Chris Broussard. Y'all know this. First things first, we have a diehard Chiefs fan, and we definitely want to hear what he has to say. Nick Wright on your left was trending today. Not for any of the right reasons, no pun intended. Yeah, it's trending today because his name was Nick Wrong, and we about to see what he was wrong about. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Let's get right into it.
It's a show that's in a bit of a predicament, you see? We don't have an unlimited budget here. We kind of have to put some bets on the board.
Oh, he know they spent money on that.
Really prepared.
You know they spent money.
Because you were so persistent.
You told me all year they're practicing. I was arguing about point differential.
Smartly, Brew. And now we get to have the only show with a proper celebration for Luka's Laker debut. Oh my! What a day!
Oh, he don't even want to talk about
this whole thing for Chiefs, and we're still going to do it.
Don't you pop that?
It's not
pop
at your
the
face.
fucking confetti. Yes. Yes,
We
sir.
can't
It's a
return
celebration.
any of this stuff.
You spent too much money.
We spent.
You guys hung the banners.
They were Super Bowl.
We didn't have to hang them.
Yeah, hang them. Fuck that.
It just is what it is at this point. I'm sorry.
Yes,
It's the first
sir.
hour. First things first.
Nick Wrong.
Today, three-peat
Yes.
denied. What went wrong for Mahomes and our own Nick
Man.
Wright? Meanwhile, Philly triumphant. Jalen Hurts answers the call. How does this performance affect his legacy?
Yes, sir.
And finally, Saquon already talking about a three-peat.
They not three-peat. They not three-peat
No,
at all.
I don't think he's
They not
talking about
three-peat.
their own dynasty.
Worry
I'm on
more
tilt,
about your
dude.
script and less about your confetti poppers.
Don't tell me what to do.
Can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead. You want one?
I got one.
Guys, we're on TV.
That's what you get.
Okay.
That's what you
Alongside
get.
Chris
Look at my
Broussard,
face.
I'm Kevin Wilds. Nick, are you excited for today's show?
I've never been more excited.
Okay,
I have
let's-
confetti in my mouth.
I'm sorry. I'm
Whoa,
sorry.
whoa,
They told me not
whoa.
to hit the
They told you not to hit the lights. Didn't mean to hit me in
Listen,
the eye.
man.
Sorry, we're starting with an epic blowout.
Yeah, let's stop right there before he even start, man. Epic blowout. I'm going to get my things out the way real quick. Listen, man, like I said on the live stream, if y'all ain't see the live stream game reaction, go check that out. Maybe not all 3 hours of it, but stop somewhere in between 105 and like 113. Check me out at that halftime. Y'all have a ball. Anyway, man, let me tell y'all something, bro. If ain't no MV3, ain't no 3P, ain't no 3 nothing, nigga. We not giving up none of that. Josh Allen took his ass home, sending Lamar Jackson home, so now Jalen Hurts got to send Patrick my ass. Pause. That's a big pause. Patrick Mahomes' ass home. Like, y'all mad? No MV3, no 3P, nigga. Well, that's exactly what that was.
Chiefs three-peat dreams
That's what I
crushed
had to
early.
say.
Where in the first half, Patrick Mahomes literally had more yards throwing to Cooper DeJean, 48, than his own teammates, 33.
Yeah, 24 yards
Mahomes
in the
was
first
down by
half.
34 in the fourth quarter. Then he came alive, though, bro.
Yeah, he padded those stats. That's what he did.
Try to get the show back on
He
track. And
definitely
again,
padded
I'm
those
sorry, but we
stats.
did spend
We
all
gonna
the
call
money on
him
goods
Patty Mahomes, because he padded the shit out them stats at the end. But let's keep going.
and services for the Chiefs. But we really, honestly, enough silliness. We won't do this, but just give real analysis on when doubt crept in that the three-peat wasn't going to happen.
He knew that shit wasn't going to happen.
10-0, I felt fine. They've been down 10.
But it's already spent.
Yo, you know just about to respond. Yes, sir. He been touting the Chiefs all fucking year, man. They done spent all this money up. Yes, sir.
They were booked before the game started. So sorry. When did doubt creep in?
10-0. I didn't like how the game was being going.
Right.
But they have been down 10 in literally every Super Bowl win. And so I was by no means
I just knew they was
panicked.
coming back at 10 zip. I was like, yeah, this shit ain't matter.
Was not great.
No.
But even in that moment, pick six.
They still got some time left on the clock.
Down 17.
For the half.
They were still, okay, down 17, going to get the ball at half, got to score before half.
Yeah, that's how it was.
When I first felt real doubt was post pick six, 3 and out. When I was like, oh. Like,
I didn't even feel
they know
doubt
now
then.
the margin of error is gone and went 3 and out.
I didn't feel doubt then.
Then right after that, they got the ball back. Mahomes got hit and threw the next pick, and now it's seemingly game over. It's seemingly game over.
Oh shit, they got.
Again, this wasn't.
Yes, sir.
You have to. We're here for your analysis. Sorry.
It's seemingly game over.
Yes. Sorry. Keep going.
However, and so Brew, what do you think I did at halftime? You know what I did.
Walk the dog.
Without the dog. I just walked around the block repeatedly.
Oh, he just
no
walked. He didn't even watch the halftime
dog,
show.
Just thinking. And I had a moment where I was like, wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute. This whole dynasty started down 24-0.
That's
Against
funny
the
because
Houston Texans.
I was thinking that.
That was
like,
the first playoff game of the 2019
are they trying to
season.
outdo the Patriots?
And I was like, you know what?
Super Bowl comeback. I'm like,
I was
bruh,
now
this shit
into
happened.
that walk thinking,
I would be mad.
would 24-0 trump 28-3?
See?
It's one less point, but it's
Crossed my
feels
mind
that
a little bit.
all of it. So
It could comfort you in that moment.
So yes,
It was a
so
little
I
comfort
had renewed hope.
Because I was scared. Like,
That
wait,
was
could they come
immediately
back from this
extinguished
shit?
on the first drive of the half. It was
Yes, it
as
was.
impressive a defensive line 4-man performance in any game of consequence, Bruce, since the last time a team walked into a Super Bowl with a
They
chance to
only
be
had
stamped
4
the greatest of all time.
on the defensive
I think it was the
line.
best
They
defensive
only
line
rushed
performance
4
in a
all
Super
night.
Bowl since the 07 New York Giants held one of the greatest offenses ever to 14 points. And it was very clear the Chiefs didn't have answers. It was very clear Mahomes was not going to be able to activate a gear that he always has been able to activate. And instead, he was just shaky the whole time. And it
He
was
was
very
jittery
clear
the whole damn
the Eagles
time.
last night were the better team and the deserving champion. Like, that is what it is.
Yeah, look, I agree. I mean, even at 24-0, and I had people
Can't drink
over.
my coffee because it's filled with confetti.
I put mine under the table.
Good teammate. Go ahead. Sorry. Bro.
I even at 24-0, I mean, I felt it was probably over. But I was like, look, they'll make some
I was
adjustments.
leaning
They
towards
get the
over,
ball
but
back.
they could
Reed,
come
obviously,
back.
I was thinking is great at that. And, you know, like you said, they came out and didn't do it, and it was essentially a wrap. I thought going in, though,
After they laid that egg in the
that
third
we
quarter,
would
it was
learn
right.
a lot by the first tush push from Philly.
Yep.
So, because Casey had been so good
They
against
broke through that
Buffalo, and I know
defensive
theirs
line.
isn't as good, but when this,
So,
like Philly just ran
like,
right through
easily.
the Chiefs' defense on this. He was like 4 yards into the end zone, and I'm thinking, this is not Buffalo. This is not the Bills. And Nick, that's what we saw play out on the other side of the ball. The defensive front for Philly just dominated the game. And when they could get to Mahomes with 4, it was because then you got 7 covering all the
Dropping
They
receivers.
didn't
back,
blitz
like-
once
No.
until late third quarter.
And Nick,
That's crazy to think about.
never, and I
They
mean
didn't
this
blitz.
from the bottom
They
of
was
my
just
heart.
getting to him.
I never in my life thought I would say that these Chiefs look like breakdancers.
Oh, you.
They look like some breakdancers.
Right.
Bro,
right.
they pulled
This
out
is what
all
they
the
look
stops.
like.
Again.
Actually, not
That's
even
what you
this good.
get, Nick
Kick it,
Rom.
fellas.
You been touting
we-
this shit all
you
year,
know,
They were
man.
booked earlier.
They didn't have no
And they was
shirts.
pre-booked.
It
gonna be
doesn't
a
even
big-
narratively make sense.
No, it does.
It don't
because
matter.
They actually looked like they didn't want none. They didn't want to be
But that-
physical
no,
with the Eagles.
Yeah.
No, but they
They got
did.
full
The
eight.
Chiefs'
Don't even
run
matter.
defense was the one thing that showed up.
Don't matter.
They got ran through. The offensive line got
Yeah.
ran through. 6 sacks with 4 rushers, no
That was
blitzes.
terrible.
This is what they look like.
Yeah. Oh,
Actually, these dudes look better.
always a crowd favorite.
Much better. Yeah, that's right. Kicking it. Now, had it been a breakdancing contest, the Chiefs might have been all right.
Give more cogent
I
analysis.
think we got a full concert going on. But anyway, then this, Nick. Outstanding, fellas.
Excellent as always.
That's an A. That is an A. A plus. A plus. Now look, obviously I say my grades for the Cowboys.
Bro, what did
But
they
if I
have
was
next?
grading the Chiefs and
They already pulled a
Mahomes
band
and
out.
Andy Reid,
Balloons,
and
confetti.
Steve Spagnuolo, all of them
A break
on the
dances.
biggest stage in the biggest
What
games
do
of
they
their
have next?
life, with history on the line.
Yeah.
If I was grading them, Nick, it'd be an F game.
You can't.
Chiefs, F game, played an F game.
Oh, shit. They called him back.
Played the worst game. F game.
None of you guys are gonna
F game. So sad. F game. Mahomes. F
Yes, sir.
F game.
F game, F game, F game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Chiefs, F game, played so bad. F game, destiny. F game, denied. F game, no three-peat. F game, no parade. F game, oh, F game, F game, F game. Time.
Yes, sir.
Brady still a GOAT. Tom Brady. Still
Tom
a GOAT.
Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
TB12.
Still a GOAT.
Still a GOAT. 7 rings.
TB12.
Still a GOAT. Tom
Yo, that's funny as
Still a
shit,
GOAT.
yo.
Tom Brady.
Now that one we
Still a
were
GOAT.
able to
TB12.
Nick
have
Wright mad as shit right now.
editorial changes there. But the
You know
rest
they're
of the
going to be
stuff
back
is-
next year, though.
If I was grading,
If
I'm
the
not
Ravens
grading.
No.
don't got to
Can
say
I,
something
can
about
I
that
give
shit.
one
They'll be back
actual
next year.
cogent response to that?
Yeah, we're trying to have a real show. It's
Steve
not like all,
Spagnuolo doesn't deserve an F. I thought
They
the
hung
They
40
got
on them
40
niggas.
put on.
well, but the defense. I mean,
They stopped Saquon,
they stopped.
but nothing else.
Yes, but
Yeah.
and again, we're going to get to Patrick in a second. I just want to be totally fair here, and I think Patrick took the accountability. Pick 6 is not on the defense.
Okay. No.
The
30
Fair
second,
enough.
it'd be 33. The second pick, which set him up inside the 15, I'm not putting that on the defense. Now we're down 27, and the fumble, the strip sack fumble, they got a field goal out of it. I thought, honest to God, the defense played not great, but fine. This was a failure by the Chiefs' offense that
Fair
polluted
enough.
every piece of the game. And so
They
I just,
couldn't even stay on the
Yeah,
field, so he kinda
I
right.
thought the best
Maybe a
defensive
D.
coordinator in the game was Vic Fangio by a
Vic,
mile.
Well, so Vic Fangio, it was, I can't even think of the word. I just had people singing
Yeah.
Tom Brady is the GOAT in my ear.
There's a couple people I
the
gotta
pinnacle
pull up
of his
on.
entire career.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
it
hearing
was,
Tom Brady in
it was
his
Vic
ear.
Fangio's masterpiece. There's no doubt about it. I didn't leave that Super Bowl saying the Chiefs defense let us down. That's not how I felt. I felt like the offense had 23 yards in the first half and turned the ball over, and I feel like that's how Patrick felt as well.
All right, we'll move on to Patrick now. Mahomes' final stat line got a boost after Sirianni was covered in Gatorade. Here's the numbers from his first 11 drives. Barely completed half his passes,
That
159
is
yards,
terrible,
3
yo.
turnovers,
That is
and was down
un-Mahomes-like, bro.
40-6. Now, if he won, we were prepared for him to become NFL royalty, and I would have, in earnest, entertained the idea that he was
This
the new.
this is unbelievable.
Yes. Troll him. Troll him, yes. fucking confetti, yo. Yes.
I guess this is what we're doing.
I'm not even enjoying this at this point.
Yo, that
We
is
spent
bad.
the money.
The money's spent. What
Money
we can't
spent,
return
man.
it. It's environmentally irresponsible too.
They done spent all
How
that
much of
money
this
up,
loss
yo.
is on Mahomes?
Or the vast majority. Listen, what?
Sorry. I'm upset too.
So this is one of the worst games of his career. I will again, because I'm going to be fair across the board here. I reject the stat padding piece of it. I think that was fighting to the end. I don't think it was. I care about what my stat.
Oh, no,
what?
I don't think that. I agree with that.
Okay.
Hell no. We ain't call, man, we gonna call that nigga Patty Mahomes, nigga, Patty Mayonnaise. They was big stat padding at that point. I don't care if he trying to fight to stay in the game or not. Nigga, y'all know y'all was gonna lose. Patty Mahomes, nigga. Patty Mayonnaise. Yeah, all that. Cause ain't no fucking way. That's stat padding. I don't care you threw a 60-yard bomb, nigga. That should have came in the first quarter. Like, nah. Confetti falling down, nigga. Get that shit out of here.
I
All right,
just
so
meant
that- no.
it
The
looks
numbers
better.
look better than the
Right.
performance.
That's all
but
I
No,
meant.
I expected him to not give
Right,
up.
he
I
wasn't
don't
going to
think
get.
he was
Okay, all right.
trying-
I just,
yeah, no,
yes,
I
all right,
don't
so
mean that.
because there you do sometimes.
I just
see that
mean in
you-
5 years people will look at it
and be like,
wow,
he
man,
wasn't that
right.
bad. No. This is one of the
all.
worst games of his career. He said it.
Yeah.
That, and I said it. Down 10-0. It wasn't going well. They weren't moving the ball.
I still
but
feel like they had a
they've
chance
been
even
there
at
before,
24 zip, which
and
is
the
crazy.
pick six, you're way up against it. Now
That's
it's
not
17.
how I felt when the Patriots
defense
was
gets
down.
a stop.
Against
You
Atlanta.
go three. You
I knew
go
that
three
shit
and
was
out.
over with.
You throw a pick, and now it's over. And so I don't really
shit was
care
over
about
with.
the fumble. I don't. They were down
Just at
30,
that
and he was
point, it
trying
was
to chuck
over.
it.
Yeah.
But the first third down attempt of the game is a little behind Travis. Now, Travis, maybe he just didn't seem right the whole game. By right, I don't mean like he was hurt. I mean, it just didn't seem like Patrick Mahomes. And so I know that
All right. I'm thinking he talking about Travis.
the
'Cause I'm
smartest
like,
football people
that's probably because Travis
are
was trying
going
to propose
to
after that
explain
game.
how he was drawing dead because of the offensive line.
You think we
But
ain't
I
know?
can't choose to like those people in this instance when I've kind of hated them all year. And so, yes, it is the single best path to beat any great quarterback. Any great quarterback is pressure with 4. Like, it's not even analysis.
Right.
It's like what's the best path to win a baseball game? Have your star guy hit 5 home runs. Like, yes, we know. And so he was in a very difficult circumstance.
He was under
and
duress
had
all
they
night.
lost because the other Philly was getting pressure with 4, but it looked differently, then I would feel differently. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, it was just stacked deck, or Philly played their best game. It was a combination of Philly playing as well defensively as I feel any team has played in any game all year, and Kansas City's superstar, I believe most talented player in the history of the league, having his worst game in years.
Yeah.
So when you are the leader of the team, the best player of the team, and you have your worst game of the year, it'd be like if Saquon had 4 fumbles and the defense gave, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, like, you can't have it. So is it all on, I won't say it's all on Patrick, like 100%, because it's a football game, but
Shit, at least 90% of that is on Patrick.
I'll finish it with this, Brew. I feel very differently about this game than I did the Tampa one. Tampa, I thought, it's kind of the opposite. His stat line from the Tampa game
That's
looks
right.
to me way worse than he actually played. You watch that game, there's drops, and he's under duress. This game, he didn't look like himself, and he said it. So, a lot of it.
Yeah, look, I thought he was kind because he kind of said other guys played fine. It was all he kind of took it all on him.
He tried to take it all.
And it's not all on him.
Nah.
He was
That
under
offensive
duress
line was terrible last
all
night.
night long. Like, I
That
don't know
offensive
who would have
line
played
was
well necessarily
terrible.
under those circumstances. Their pass rush, in addition, Nick, to getting there with 4, and Coach talked about it, Greg talked about it in the analysis going into the game. they kept their lanes perfect. So when he couldn't get out, and so he moved up, and he was moving up, and somebody was
Moving
there.
up. Right into a sack.
But here's the deal, and you said it. If they would have won that game, even if he wasn't great, but they win.
Who's they?
The Chiefs.
Okay, got you.
He's going to get the lion's share of the credit because he's Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, 100% he would have got all the credit.
He does in that regard. If it goes the opposite way, you do have to get the lion's share of the blame. Like I said, I had people over, and one guy said early, like in the first quarter, Mahomes is rattled. And I said, Mahomes don't get rattled. I said, he's playing poorly. He missed some throws, but he doesn't get rattled. But honestly, and I apologize, Brett, I had to, it's my house. He's eating my food. I had to be the one with the football announcement. But he looked rattled. Like, for one of the few times, and the only time I can really remember him looking
He definitely
rattled.
looked rattled
And
last
so
night.
like you said, Nick,
And the only other time we've seen that was the Bucks game.
The pick six.
Other than that,
I don't know what he was thinking because DeJean
I
was
have no
right
clue.
there.
Pick
He
six was
clearly
terrible
didn't see
play.
him.
The second pick
DeJean was right there. The second one pretty much ended the
He
game.
looked very
'Cause
human
that's
last
where,
night,
like you said,
so.
maybe they can score,
Get the
and then you
ball
get the
at
ball at half.
He didn't look like
And I
this
mean, this was this was
Patrick
going to be at
Mahomes that
least
we
3
always
for the
normally
Eagles, and
used
it turns out to be 7 and 24-0, and it was pretty much a wrap. Now that one again. He was getting hit.
That's what I was going to say. I thought the pick six was a bigger unforced mistake than that one. But listen, I'm going to, for the second time this show, reference the 07 Patriots game.
Yeah, you can't keep referencing
because I do think it happened to
the
Tom
best
and that
team, offensive
and
team,
I think it happened to Patrick and this
and
team.
like
I think for the first time all year, the moment got to him a bit. That Patriots team, you saw, it was such a unique thing because nobody going into that year thought that was going to be the greatest team of all time. Nobody did. We've changed it in our brains. They got Randy for a 4th rounder. They were coming off a bad playoff defeat a year after a previous bad playoff defeat, right? They were and the beginning of the year, they immediately started blasting everyone. And they couldn't set the Vegas line high enough, all of it. Mm-hmm. And then they started chasing, like being talked about, could they go undefeated? And as the year got later, those games got closer. And they should have lost to Baltimore.
Man, you doing a lot of...
got so mad as they called timeout, they would have beat them, all of it. The playoff games weren't these totally one-sided affairs, but they obviously won everything. And then in the Super Bowl, on the doorstep
a lot of explanation, man.
They scored 14 points and played their worst game of the year by a mile. The Chiefs all year long, they were not the juggernaut those Patriots were, but they were dealing with the pressure of history all year, the quest for the three-peat. They dealt with it as well as any team I've ever seen.
They put that shit on themselves.
Including in the AFC Championship game, playing their best game of the year.
No. No. The quest for the three-peat came last year when they two-peated, or repeated. Two-peated is fucking crazy. When they repeated, and they said three-peat. They didn't even want to celebrate last year's. So they made this year's bigger than last year. That's the reason why this much pressure got put on them. This was a very big game to them, but to everybody else, we was just wanting to see the Chiefs lose. Well, every other football team. We just kind of wanted to see the Chiefs lose. Some people wanted to see them win. It's cool. But I, for one, didn't want to see this three-peat. And, nigga, I don't think you better than Tom Brady. And you one of the best quarterbacks I ever seen in my life. But you're still not better than Tom Brady. But let's get back to it.
And then on the doorstep of it,
they put that pressure on themselves.
Yeah. And that will sit with Patrick like forever. I mean, it just will. Like the chance to do this again is incredibly unlikely.
You and I thought, and we said it Friday, Mahomes would rise to the occasion. Yeah. And instead,
Wilds did too, for the record.
Yeah,
I did. I'm a Mahomes guy. Everybody knows that.
Instead, it looked like Aaron Judge in these World Series against the Dodgers. It looked like LeBron in 2011 against Dallas. It looked like Elway in some of his
but it was the whole
Super Bowl
team.
losses. I know,
the whole team looked terrible.
It was the whole team, but he is the star. And again, he would have gotten the lion's share of the credit.
The team was terrible.
Had they won. He's got the lion's share of the credit this year.
Respect for him taking most of the blame.
Ironically, he wasn't a Pro Bowler. But even though he didn't have his typical...
he
I guess I wouldn't
shit.
use
and that's what you do as a quarterback.
The Aaron Judge example, because that was a guy who, to me, if we're going to go cross-sport real quick, it's more magic in '84.
Because he had won before.
Because he had won multiple times before. He had been great in big moments. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was no questions. Then it was this weird, what the hell just happened type of thing. And that's what happened.
What are we doing with the banners?
Nothing. I don't know. The
actually got
banners,
Yeah,
you have
no,
no
pull the
reason to
banners
have
down,
hung them.
man.
You have no reason. They cost very little.
But I feel like now I mean, it's kind of like, you ever been like outside caught in a rainstorm? At a certain point, you just put down your umbrella and just deal with getting soaked. So we might as well just.
I got one more left.
We might as well just do it all. So
Are
let's
they
see
the
what you
Chiefs
got.
banners I had made?
I don't know.
Or did you guys
I am
make
never
Eagles
I'm
privy to
guessing
the
that's
banner.
what they are, but I have
Oh,
no
yeah.
idea.
This is
I never
amazing.
know what the banners
I
are.
was going to be dropping if the three-peat
This is
happened.
so sad.
I'm going to give you love, though, once you drop it.
Hobbs, what are... Oh, man.
That's still on the board, just delayed. Let me see
Yes,
this.
delayed.
That's still on the board.
That's
still on the board.
That's still kind of on the board.
Have a heartbeat.
Slightly.
This is no longer
still
on the board.
Who knows?
That's
Two
definitely on the
Who
board.
knows?
Slightly.
No.
No.
That one's
Nah,
bad.
that's not on the
that one's
board.
canceled. What's this last one? Oh God, dog it! This is like the
Yeah.
shirts
Nah,
they send.
nah.
Oh,
Nah.
you gotta be
Yes,
kidding me.
sir. Bring them on back. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm not even an Eagle fan. Hug them. Just hug them. Yes, sir. To the body. Yo, I'd be so mad if I was Nick Wright. Like, oh shit. Bro, I would be so mad, yo. Yeah, we still on the air, nigga. Yeah. The loss ain't all on Patrick, but 90% of it is.
Bravo.
Ah. Yes, sir. Yup.
I had an extra one. Thank you, guys.
Yup. Anyway, man, y'all seen the Super Bowl. Y'all know what happened. Let me know what y'all think about that. You know, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I kind of gave y'all my thoughts through the video, so that's pretty much all I had. And I'll be back at y'all in another one. I am out. Peace.